extreme danger, wilderness experts were present off camera to provide survival and emergency aid. Alaska, beautiful, wild, dangerous. 4 groups of people have volunteered to try to survive 3 months in this remote and hostile wilderness. Halfway through, the hunger and deprivation's taken a withering toll.
I would kill someone for red meat right now.
Only one group had success hunting.
We haven't had anything like that in a while.
Another came up empty.
I didn't get a moose.
I really don't know how we're going to survive.
The 2 others are ready to head out and stalk big game, and the stakes couldn't be higher.
We're essentially without protein right now.
4 groups, 3 months in the wilderness.
It's tough, much tougher than I thought.
Welcome to the Alaska experiment. High up on Hawkins Glacier in Alaska's Chitna Valley, winter's blowing in. This time of year, the weather's unpredictable. One day, temperatures are in the single digits. The next, it's in the 40s.
44.3.
That 0.3 makes a difference.
When you lose body fat, like we're losing, then you get colder faster.
In the cramped cabin, Bernice Pearson's starting to feel sick.
You know, I'm feeling a little bit more tired, and I'm sleeping longer.
And her husband Greg's worried.
Are you gonna be able to make it?
Oof.
The couple struggled to preserve the goat meat Greg brought home. Preserving meat's crucial to any wilderness experience, but it's got to be done right. Both fear they may have gotten it wrong.
I was a little bit nervous to try the goat, but since I had had a piece of meat, I had really bad stomach cramps and just feel terrible.
That sucks.
Her illness could have dire consequences. Their medical tests show Bernice has already lost 5 pounds. Greg's dropped 23.
With Bernice being sick, it really made me think that I want to be way ahead of the game. I mean, this is stuff we need to survive.
With Bernice stuck in bed, it's up to Greg to do everything to prepare them for a winter that'll get colder and more bitter as the days go on.
Half of our workforce is gone. I mean, we're going to be in deep trouble.
"20 miles west, the situation isn't much better, and the Alaska experiment's getting the better of Tim, Alan, and Jasmine.
It's been weeks without meat, and I can really see it start to wear out on my partners out here.
Timber! Weeks of backbreaking works pushed each of them to the edge.
You need that protein. It's not as if we have tofu out here.
Backcountry expert Paul Claus is mentoring all 4 groups on wilderness survival. It's the Flower Lake Trio's turn to go goat hunting, and he's sent his son Jay to guide them, as required by law.
Typically, hunting is something that's handed down from generation to generation. Your father and your granddad, and it's a traditional thing.
No hunt in Alaska carries more risk than one that's after goats.
Hunting mountain goats, especially in this area, I would call the toughest hunting there is in the world. It's very, very dangerous.
The animals live at high altitudes, on rocky cliffs and ledges that can sometimes take days of climbing to reach. Without a steady supply of fresh meat, there's little chance the 3 can last out here in the wilderness. There's a decision to make. Who's going to go?
So, decision is... who's it gonna be?
I don't think it makes sense for me to go hunting.
I don't have the desire to hunt, so I'm not in the hunt for the hunting.
They draw cards to decide who goes.
All right, highest card wins.
Tim, already exhausted, will make the trek.
I've been chosen to go on this goat hunt, and as hard as it's going to be, I got to do it. We need meat. We're without protein. We need food. Any other reason, I would not go.
I have a fear of shooting guns.
Honestly, as long as there's meat on the table, that's really what it's ultimately about.
I definitely feel that Tim took one for the team by going hunting. Hunting is not this easy feat that you just go and shoot an animal. It is a long, arduous task that is dangerous.
You got your emergency pack?
His pack loaded, the California computer specialist sets off to meet Jay down on the banks of the Chitna River.
All right, mighty hunter.
Yeah, you got a couple days.
Take care.
I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into. I've never been on a goat hunt before. I have no idea what we're going to deal with or have to deal with when we get up there. There is no call 911 out here.
Bye, Tim.
Though the calendar says it's late fall, at Icy Bay, it looks and feels a lot more like winter. These days, the temperature regularly dips below freezing, and storms are starting to lash the coast with wind, snow, and freezing rain. For Jeff Frederick and his girlfriend Elizabeth Widmeyer, the colds made their already desperate situation worse.
Hey, bear!
This is bear country, and the couple's camp's being invaded almost daily by their lumbering neighbors.
You've always got to have your eyes open, and you've always got to have your head on a swivel. You feel defenseless completely.
Hey!
They're also hungry. The salmon run early on was almost a complete bust. The couple only caught a few fish and failed to preserve all of that. Later today, they'll head out to hunt moose.
When do you think we can start tapping into that salmon?
Well, I think it depends on whether or not we have any success with the moose hunt. The prospect of having moose meat is the difference between a good winter or a bad winter.
This late into the season, their options for food are limited.
Here it comes.
About the only game left along the coast is moose.
Everything about moose hunting is work. Moose live in a nasty place.
Moose are one of the largest land animals in North America. They're also some of the most dangerous. In Alaska, moose have injured and killed more people than bears.
It's not really fun being where they're at, and then once you get a moose, you got this big old honking thing laying on the ground that's like, wow, what do I do now? It's not a casual go sit in a tree stand and have a beer kind of hunt. They live in a tough, tough place.
Hello in the camp!
Hello!
Paul Claus has sent renowned hunting guide Neil Webster to take them on a moose hunt.
Are you hungry for a moose yet?
Yes,
you know we
sir.
are. I want to make sure that you're familiar with the firearms before we go out. I want to get a sense of feel at how proficient you are.
All right.
You've got any prior shooting experience yourself, Jeff?
I do.
How about you, Elizabeth?
Not really, no. Our food supply depends on this hunt, and so, you know, the person with the most experience, it just made sense for them to be the shooter.
Even with his experience, the New Jersey geologist takes a few shots to get used to the .338 Winchester Magnum.
Sensitive trigger.
Pretty good sized hole in the orange.
At this point, we'll do anything for protein. The thought of having a shot and having the ability to provide Elizabeth and I with meat for the winter is just too powerful of an instinct for me to deny. So I know there will be a moment of hesitation because it's a life. But at the same time, I'm providing for 2 lives out here, and I'll definitely pull the trigger.
Holy crap!
Down on the banks of the Chitna River, Tim meets up with Jay Claus, son of survival expert Paul Claus. Jay will guide the goat hunt.
Yeah, so you can see your goats sitting there on the side of the cliff. See them up there?
Those white dots?
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them.
Are we actually going to scale part of that cliff to get to them?
There's kind of a band of trees in the middle.
Yeah.
You should be able to skirt around on those.
But first, they must cross the freezing Chitna River.
This is by far the most dangerous thing that you've done so far out here, is going on this river. If you fall in this water, you have about 90 seconds. And then hypothermia, you're gone. Hold on at all costs. If you do fall in, get in, back in immediately, as fast as you possibly can.
Have people fallen out of it before?
If you do fall in, it's not good.
Along the banks of the Chitna River, Tim Wagner's joined up with hunting guide Jay Claus, son of Alaska bush expert Paul Claus.
So we're gonna head down this channel. We're gonna end up on the other side of the river.
Cool.
Well, I guess we can head out.
The goats thereafter are high in the mountains. They navigate miles of river to reach the hunting grounds.
Out on the river crossings themselves, they're cold temperatures. Tip a boat over, get wet in those kind of cold temperatures. That's very, very serious, if not deadly.
Fall in or capsize. It would take just 90 seconds for hypothermia to set in.
The safety nets we have back in society, civilization, are much different than they are out here.
You have the chance of slipping, and you definitely don't want to slip into a freezing cold river.
I'm on this boat, I'm scared out of my wits. I really don't know this guy, Jay, driving the boat all that well. And here I am putting my life in his hands.
There we are.
The river journey's over. Tim and Jay begin the long climb up into the Wrangell Mountains.
Jay, where's the safety on this? Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Not long ago, Paul Claus visited the cabin at Flower Lake and gave Tim a crash course in marksmanship.
What we're going to shoot now is a .338 Winchester Magnum, probably the best all-around caliber for Alaska. There is one in the barrel now. You saw it go in, right?
Yes, I did.
The training got mixed results.
Oh man, that .338, it put me on my back as well as gave me what's called a scope eye. Got a little cut up here.
Never have one in the chamber until you're ready to shoot.
He could have used some more practice, but there's no time for that now. The hunt's on.
All right.
I can't believe this. Just weeks ago, I was in the office punching away at the keyboard. Now here I am on this mountain. I had lots of doubts about the hunt.
And I couldn't believe that I was partaking in it.
Back home in Los Angeles, Tim's an IT professional. Usually, grabbing a bite to eat means walking down the street to grab a sandwich, not climbing a mountain to shoot an animal.
See that goat right there? You want to cross up there?
Wait, he's pretty low.
Yeah, he's real low.
We've spotted the mountain goats on the hillside. We're gonna head up towards one of them. I have no idea if I can even get up to the goat.
Try and be as quiet as we can. About impossible in here.
Back on Icy Bay, the Wises keep busy with some housekeeping.
And since we're done with the wood, I'm gonna stack it all back and sweep up the chips.
No, I'm just gonna make us go back to it later.
I don't care.
Well, then you're pulling it out later.
It's all they can do to keep their minds off the situation. Their moose hunt was a bust, so they've tightened their belts, rationing every scrap of food they've got left, even the canned salmon.
Jeez, Dad, where were you?
He was over there doing some stuff.
Smelling like funk.
I'm sorry. We have limited food, and what we have gives me gas.
They're building a rack to dry clothes. The gnawing hunger and exhaustion's got them all on edge.
I'm gonna cut one more piece of wood.
You're gonna need more than one.
No, we've already got some.
Yeah, I know. I helped you.
Keeping busy keeps them from fighting. But it's not always enough to keep their emotions in check.
We want 3 up, and we're gonna cut another piece. And
you said 2 when we first started this.
I know, but
okay. You need to inform us of these engineering changes.
Yes, because Dad,
it's our cabin. Are we doing 2 or 3?
3.
Do we need 3?
Yes.
Okay. Where are we doing 3?
We're gonna do.
What's the new spacing?
Like 1, 2, 3.
So we're actually doing 4, not 3. So
yeah,
still okay. Yeah, you originally said we were doing 2,
which is 1, 2, and then when you said 3, we thought 1, 2, 3, and now you're saying 1, 2, 3, which is 4.
There's going to be disagreements, and being 52 years old instead of being 23 years old, you know, the level of maturity comes with age. That's what this gray hair is about. I've earned them. Yeah, they just haven't maybe learned how to control it yet.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You kind of need to inform your fellow builders.
And I just did, but we'll do 3.
But a little bit later than actually helpful. Whatever.
Inside Icy Bay, the weather's turned fierce. An ocean storm's barreled in, pummeling Jeff and Elizabeth with wind and rain.
All right.
All right, you have everything you need?
I do. We had major thunderstorms roll through here. We had thunder, we had lightning, we had downpouring rain, melted all the snow. But we're excited. Our bags are packed, and we are looking forward to the hunt. All right, we are ready.
Well, let's see if we can find a moose today.
Let's do it.
They're hiking inland through the thick coastal scrub to the meadows and marshes with guide Neil Webster to hunt moose. Their hopes are high.
How's it going, Elizabeth? I'm about 10 yards from the top.
Good deal.
The couple's desperate for food. Over the past several weeks, the only food they found was some salmon and a few clams.
I think we need moose meat for several reasons. Besides just the protein intake, I think psychologically it would be great to have more variety.
Hunting moose isn't so much about tracking and stalking the animal. It's a different strategy.
How's it look? Pretty good. Yeah, we'll probably have to take down those others to have a clear shot.
Think it's worthwhile for me to run down there and chop them?
Yeah, it'll keep anything from a bullet deflecting. I'm going to do some calling while you're chopping. That chopping noise might get them excited, you know, simulate a bull smacking his antlers.
A hunter's got to make like a moose with calls and noises in hopes of luring one in. And that carries risk, lots of it. The calls could attract wolves and bears looking for an easy meal.
More.
Their calls have stirred something in the distance. Something's in the bay, and it's moving toward them.
I think there are moose crossing a lake.
Moose crossing the bay?
There's like water over there, and I saw this kind of... I thought I saw two of them. I don't know, though. It's hard to tell, but I thought I saw them crossing that water over there.
Yeah, I see it. Way out there in that blonde spot. On the other side of the water. It's in the blonde grass on the other side of that, over to the right.
Okay.
That's a bull. He'll be able to hear the cow call.
A moose is on the move, but it's heading out of range. The chase is on. It's late fall in Alaska, and this epic test of endurance in the wilderness is proving far less forgiving than anyone imagined. Hunger, exhaustion, and sickness stalk the groups, and with winter settling in, life's about to get a lot harder. Up on Hawkins Glacier in the remote Chitna Valley, Greg Pearson's struggling. His wife Bernice is sick, and Greg's alone in caring for her and preparing for the brutal winter to come.
Hey, you don't look so well. What's the matter?
Stomach just hurts so much.
Well, maybe you should get back in bed.
I know. I was going to help you, but just can't.
Just go get back in bed. It's cold pit right now, so.
Okay.
Go get back in bed and relax. It's all right. I'm just going to go get some water at the river, and I'll be right back. Hope you feel better. Get some rest, okay? I'll be back in a little bit.
Wilderness survival is work. Out here, it's hard enough for one person to provide for themselves, and almost impossible to provide for another.
I'm worried about Bernice, you know, for a couple different reasons. You know, obviously for her health is the most importantly, you know, and how maybe she did get sick. And also, she's part of our workforce now. So, you know, I lose that, and I lose someone that goes and gets water every day, so I kind of have to step it up even more. It puts a lot of pressure on me. I'm not in the best of shape of my life, and so it's not very comforting until you realize that it's just your life. Your life now is about surviving. I wish I could be inside with Bernice, you know, consoling her and making her feel better. But here, I can't stop working. You know, I got to keep cutting wood and, you know, make sure that we have enough water and all that stuff. So you feel a little helpless out here because there's no one you could call, and there's no convenient 24-hour pharmacy out here. So, you know, we're going to have to make it with what we got.
Down on the coast at Icy Bay, fall's quickly turning to winter. Nighttime temperatures are dropping into the teens. It's getting so cold that the wood stove isn't enough to keep the Wise family warm through the night. But Dennis has a plan.
Today, the girls and I are working on making bunk beds so that they'll be able to stay warmer.
We're about halfway through, and we're only getting to the beds now. Dad wanted to make sure we had plenty of water and plenty of food first. But, you know, we're into November now, and as it gets colder and colder, it's going to get harder and harder to sleep on the floor because it's going to sap all the heat from our pads. I think it's a good thing we're getting it done.
We're doing these against the wall now, though, right?
Yeah.
A foot off the floor, the temperature can be as much as 30 degrees warmer. And with the season changing, staying warm's as much a priority as eating.
We had to cut 4 uprights that go all the way from the floor to the ceiling.
Is it straight enough?
Yeah.
And then we had to get some cross pieces to go from the footers across to make more or less a hammock sort of bed.
1, 2, 3!
In cold weather, the body uses more energy to stay warm. And with limited calories coming in, there aren't many to spare.
Dad was the one who came up with the process and came up with the idea of how these beds were going to be made. So the blueprint is all in his head.
We're using the crab netting. We got plenty of it. And we're using that as our basis for the hammock.
It's gonna be sweet. Like that.
I can sleep on that.
Yay! The first bunk we did was a top bunk, which is Jenny's bunk. She's lighter, so we wanted her up top. Worst case scenario, it's the middle of the night, and we're sleeping, and Jenny falls on me. I think I'd be a little bit crushed. Quite literally at that. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Daddy. I get to kick Jenny in my sleep now.
That's not cool.
Then again, she gets to fart on me in her sleep.
90 miles northwest in Alaska's forbidding interior, Tim and his hunting guide Jay are 3,500 feet up in the Wrangell Mountains, tracking a group of goats.
The difference between shooting on a range and being in the mountains, hunting a goat or whatever, any big game animal, is night and day.
Right in there.
You don't want to wound an animal, and you want to make a nice one-shot kill if all possible.
Just keep following this creek bed up. Try and cut her out.
To do that, you need to be within a range that's a reasonable shot, and then have time to get set up in a position where you're stable.
It's really easy to go to the grocery store when you're hungry and just buy a steak or buy some hamburger meat. But to know I actually have to produce that, that's going to be a little tough.
The terrain's rocky and dangerously steep.
It's tough. Much tougher than I thought. The slightest slip and you're done. Yeah. It's a challenge.
Jay can take him to the goats, but it's Tim who has to pull the trigger.
You gotta get in a better spot.
Tim's never hunted big game before, and even though the rifle's got a range of 400 yards, he's getting as close to them as he can before pulling the trigger.
Right there. I'd say it's about 200 yards from here. Maybe 250 at the most. See him up there? Yeah. I think this one closest to us on the right is a nanny and a kid. I think if we had a choice on this, we would want to shoot that top. Dude, he's huge. Does that feel pretty solid?
One miss could send the goat running higher into the mountains and out of range.
Yeah, just look at him for a while.
Due to the extreme danger, wilderness experts were present off camera to provide survival and emergency aid. At the mouth of Icy Bay, the snows turn to rain, and the Wise families holed up in their cabin waiting out the weather. This is the wettest place in Alaska. More than 200 inches of rain falls here a year.
Girls, give me a bucket and I'm gonna swap the water out.
The weather may be miserable, but it offers the Wise family a chance to collect water without hiking half a mile through the bear-infested scrub to the stream.
Our main water collector system during rainy days is Dad set up a couple sticks and kind of a plastic ramp that siphons down into 5-gallon buckets.
Pure, clean water.
It's kind of gross when you're drinking your morning tea and you come across a dead mosquito or something like that.
You probably should have washed this t-shirt yesterday.
That's okay.
Yeah, I just keep looking at it and going, ew, all that's in one bucket of water.
Yeah, I know. What Carolyn and I are doing with the water filter is kind of like a double filtration. The colander alone would have caught the big stuff, but the t-shirt that it strains through catches all the smaller particles and the tiny leaves and everything like that. So that way, all that gets through is just the water.
Heavy.
Yeah, how much have we put in today?
Probably close to 12 or 13 gallons.
That gives us 35 gallons or so in reserve of clean, fresh, sweet water.
In the Wrangell Mountains, Tim takes aim at the goat he's climbed more than 3,000 feet to hunt.
That is, there you go.
Oh, dude, I got him in the right way I was supposed to. He can't even move. I think he hit him in the front shoulder. I'm not sure if he hit any vital organs. Where should I shoot him now?
Right in the middle of his chest, if you can see him. He's coming towards us. That hit him. There you go. You got him good, Tim.
Oh, man. Wow.
Let's head over there and make sure everything's all good.
They race down to butcher the animal. Bears are the worry now. They recognize the sound of a rifle shot and have been known to charge hunters and challenge them for the kill.
Oh, man, sweet, there it is. How much do you think he weighs?
Close to 300.
A typical adult goat's got over 100 pounds of meat on it.
This tree's pretty good. Maybe if we could roll it upside down here.
Tim's got to clean, pack, and hike it all back to the cabin at Flower Lake. They work quickly, skinning and butchering the animal.
We go up the insides of the legs. Cut up here to the middle, and then cut from the brisket all the way down, and then start peeling the skin back.
I don't have any problems killing animals. It's the gutting part I'm gonna have the toughest time overcoming. Well, he's pretty tough to get underneath.
A lot of hair and a lot of hide.
This is a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
You can actually peel this back after you've got it like this.
Yep.
Wow.
Keep peeling it back. Oh, yeah, that's what you guys want right there. See all this fat in there?
Yeah.
It's a layer of fat that separates the organs and the intestines. Lay it over a tree branch. Let it harden.
Fat off the intestine.
Just picture that fat right there on your own body pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was going to puke a few minutes ago when Jay was fiddling around with the insides. Felt a little faint, a little dizzy, and yeah, had to look away. Saved me.
Wow, that thing's heavy. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we get to pack that down.
Oh.
Tim's the only one returning to the cabin at Flower Lake.
That is the heart we're packing away. Supposedly it's a good part of the goat.
And now he's got to carry back more than 100 pounds of fresh goat meat. It'll be hard and dangerous.
Whew, some heavy packs.
If any bears or wolves are nearby, they'll certainly catch a whiff of Tim's goat.
How much do you think this meat weighs, Jay?
Probably 150 pounds.
Wow, combined, that's a lot of weight. Oh, man.
You all right?
I don't show a lot of emotion usually, especially when I'm struggling. I guess I was kind of raised that way, not to show any weakness. But this land is definitely starting to expose me a little bit. Oh, one more hill. Oh, man. Thought we were done and out.
Down on the coast at Icy Bay, the ongoing moose hunt has Jeff and Elizabeth physically and mentally exhausted. They've spent 3 days hunting an elusive moose. When suddenly, there's a moose near. They can hear it. Problem is, they can't see it.
We've got something up here that's walking in the frozen pond, the ice, and it's breaking the ice. It's walking.
To at least hear what we think is a bull moving around in the timber is a really great sign.
Lay the pack up here to use it as a shooting rest. Put it right up on the bank. Jeff, put one on top of yours, bank side up. There you go. Safety's on, there's one in the chamber. Check out the scope, make sure it's clear.
Jeff waits for the moose to show itself before taking a shot. The moose stays hidden. It's close, but out of sight.
We pretty much hunkered down, and we got a bull grunt in response, and then it sounded like actually maybe two moose tromping through the ice because they were in different locations.
It's risky hunting moose exposed in the open. If it responds to the call, it could come charging in. All 1,600 pounds of it.
If he pokes his head out of these bushes right here, he's probably not going to come out left or right. He's just going to come out here and look at us. If you see him, you put it right underneath his chin and take him right through the chest.
One shot's all Jeff may have time for.
Jeff, get ready.
It's late fall in Alaska, and 4 groups have set out on the ultimate test of physical and mental endurance, surviving 3 months in the Alaskan wilderness.
How far out are they?
Not that far.
On Icy Bay, the weather's broken, and Dennis and his daughters, Carolyn and Jennifer, take advantage of it.
Jenny and Dad and I went out to the bear trail. We'd seen some berries on our way out there before, and we wanted to get the last of the berries before they spoiled.
We now know what plant to look for?
We knew what plant to look for before.
I didn't.
We did.
Oh.
There's a half dozen types of berries growing in Alaska. They don't have much protein or fat, but they are full of calories and much-needed vitamins.
I don't see any berries.
Well, we saw 2 here.
You ate them, didn't you?
There's still a bunch of wild berries left, and we're picking them so we can go home and make some jam. Hey, Jenny, I found you another best friend. It's a slug.
How many have you got, Carolyn?
2.
I'm winning.
Here's one. It's kind of smushed.
You gonna ask me how many I've got?
No.
You got another one.
Let's keep looking, guys.
I got 3.
That's almost a fair amount.
Well, we'll take a look at it when we get home, see what we've got.
They may be sweet, but berries don't provide what's really needed out here in the wilderness. That's fat and protein, and they could use some.
120 over 74 for my blood pressure.
Each of them's paying a price for all the rationing and restrictions. The medical tests show Dennis and Carolyn have each lost 20 pounds. Jennifer's dropped over 5.
I'm ready for that jam. That's gonna be great. And what's the process?
Fruit, sugar pecked in water, boil, can.
Turned out to be a lot easier than we thought, huh?
If nothing else, we'll get lumpy, sugary raspberry water.
Good.
All right, let's get some jars out and ready to pour.
You know, we don't have multivitamins or anything like we would have at home.
How many berries did you use?
4 cups.
So it's very important to get some of the stockpiles of fruits, especially going into the very short days and long nights.
This is gonna last quite a bit.
Yeah, it is. Thing with the berries are just going to add a little bit different flavor in with anything we eat them with. They taste wonderful. It's good vitamins, good minerals, and, you know, something to sweeten up our oatmeal a little bit different.
"10 miles down the coast, Jeff's got a bead on a moose, but it's staying hidden. Jeff stays in position, ready to make a split-second decision should the moose show itself.
See that big dead tree right up there? Okay, we want to go up there, and you and I walk together. We're going to simulate a moose walk, okay? Step and step. Yeah, you be in the lead. I'll be right behind you. It's okay if we make noise. We're going to sound like a moose walking.
So we did a little calling and tried to move into position where we could get a sighting. And you're excited, you know, by hearing the sounds and the grunts, but, you know, It's frustrating because you can't quite make eye contact, can't visualize or see movement. So it's a mixture of excitement and frustration all at the same time.
Keep your legs spread apart.
A mistake here would be disastrous to the hunt.
Line of timber is hanging back in there. He's following that timber line. He's hitting that game trail that we were on.
Once again, the moose appears to have moved on.
Let's outfox him. Let's go to the ice box and get positioned, because that game trail comes right out at that upper end of the ice box.
They stuck to the far timber line and pretty much moved on up and out of the area.
Jeff and Elizabeth continue the hunt, but the light's fading. Up in the rugged Chitna Valley at the cabin at Flower Lake, Tim makes a triumphant return.
Whoa! Dude, how
Oh my God! Dude, do I have meat for you guys?
How you doing, dude? Holy cow, you look tired, bro.
You have no idea.
Oh my God.
You've got to feel this pack. It's ridiculous.
Let's take it off. Let's help you take it off.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my God. Dude, I can't believe this.
Didn't expect him back for probably at least another 2 days. And most people, you know, you go out, you don't come home with anything. And for him to get out there and do it all and be back in 24 hours, he's truly making it look easy.
Whoa, I see blood. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, that's a leg. Whoa.
Man, it's a lot.
Dude, what was that like?
Oh my goodness.
I almost threw up. I did. There's so many innards and so much coming out of them. We had to gut it on the side of the cliff.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about that being hard, having to lift that thing over. And
it's heavy, huh?
Yeah.
So when you took the shot, were there a bunch of, oh my gosh, your hands are shaking.
I'm freezing.
Let's get you inside.
A day ago, they were struggling to survive. Now, Tim, Alan, and Jasmine have more than 100 pounds of fat and protein-rich meat.
Once you get a protein source, I'm sure that they will notice a great increase in being able to stay warm, desire to go out and do more stuff, ability to go out and do more stuff. So it's a real necessary thing.
We're just going to be living in style now.
That's all. Dude, you got me.
I'm so happy.
We have to fry some steaks tonight.
High up on Hawkins Glacier, Bernice's strength has returned, and she's feeling better.
Bernice,
Yeah.
will you come grab this mole splitter?
Oh, be careful. You should let me help you.
I'm so happy that I can have a chance to go do something, to go contribute.
You filling that tub up?
Yeah, we'll have a good amount of water in there soon.
Her renewed health's a relief for her husband, Greg.
You know, with Bernice being sick the last couple of days, it really made me think, I can't live without my wife. How you feeling?
Good.
Good. Back home, you know, Bernice and I have separate lives, but, you know, we're in the wilderness, you know, and we'll have to work together if we want to make it. We want to make it out of Alaska. You know, nobody controls the wilderness.
I don't see many animals.
I don't see anything here, anywhere. It's just you and me.
I think this experience is making us closer. We only have each other, so we have to be close and communicate and work together.
Just have that feeling that I'm somewhere special and I'll never be able to see anything like this again. It's almost like untouched world, you know? I think that together we'll get through it. I really don't think there's anything that we won't be able to overcome. I feel really lucky to be here, I'll tell you.
At Flower Lake, the trio indulge, feasting on thick goat steaks.
Gotta love the sound of that.
Preserved right and rationed carefully, the meat could see them through the winter and to the end of the Alaska experiment. But tonight, the three friends will gorge themselves.
Oh my goodness, that looks so good. I don't think I've ever been this excited for a meal. We are going to be eating so good. I think we're definitely going to be celebrating tonight. We can't pop open a bottle of champagne, but I don't know. I think a steak is close enough at this moment to that.
These are essentially like perfect.
I am proud of my hunt.
I'm proud that we've got some protein, and I am proud that I was so lucky to get it done so quickly.
This is fantastic.
Tastes like steak to me. It's just really good.
Yeah.
Very tender.
I know I said I might become a vegetarian after this trip, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Bon appetit.
The weekly medical tests reveal Alan's lost almost 10 pounds, Tim's lost 14, and Jasmine's dropped 9. The added protein will go a long way toward bolstering their health.
I know hunting is a difficult effort. The fact that we've got sustenance now to get us through the toughest part, November being the most difficult month, the coldest month of the year, it is just an amazing feeling. I just feel like the universe is just blessing us right now. It really just puts the odds in our favor that we're going to make it in style.
Right here, dude.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
After a great meal, the Flower Lake trio is surprised to see Paul Claus and his wife Donna piloting their Super Cub in for a landing on the frozen lake. The Alaskans are there to give the group a crash course on how to cross freezing rivers.
Yeah. Howdy, neighbor.
Well, how's it going in the wilds?
Great.
I heard some rumors of maybe a big trip.
We're talking about going to Hawkins for an early Thanksgiving.
Is it just like a walk to Hawkins? Just stroll over there?
Yeah, well, we're always looking for the next adventure.
It'll be difficult regardless of what happens. But I feel pretty good about it. I mean, I think there's nothing that we can't handle.
Let's just put it this way. If you made it to Hawkins and back, you would be the only people in history that have ever done it.
We decided to head towards Hawkins Glacier and kind of check it out. It's going to be epic, but there's definitely a danger element to it, and reality hit home today when Paul and Donna come over and, talk to us about it.
The biggest danger is shelf ice. The main current's flowing faster, and so it stays open, but the edges start freezing over. But what if you got swept underneath it? What if you come to a spot where it's already bridged over and it goes underneath?
Right. Can't get out.
So all that kind of stuff's what you really need to watch out for. When you get in trouble, it snowballs rapidly. Everything's going along okay. Well, I'm a little bit cold right now, but I'm going to push a little bit farther. Well, I haven't eaten all day. Well,
so watch out for each other. And also, if somebody falls in the river, stop, build a fire, and dry their stuff out. Even if they're saying, no, I'm okay, let's keep going.
I don't know.
That's probably an indication that everything is not okay.
Alaska really is the land of extremes. You could do the same hike that they're doing here in July in shorts and a t-shirt. Now it's serious. It's another ball game. If you make a mistake here, the reality is, you may not make it through the night.
With the lesson complete, Paul and Donna leave the group to fend for themselves.
Oh, I'm a little silly.
What a commute.
Back down at Icy Bay, the moose has outmaneuvered Jeff and Elizabeth. And with daylight fading, their options run out.
Well, back it up. Yeah, we're losing light, and once again, it's the end of the day. Regrettably, it's also the end of the hunt.
Well, like I said, we were looking for a miracle.
Yeah.
The failed hunt's a loss, both mental and physical. As their weekly medical checks show, Jeff's lost about 15 pounds, and Elizabeth's lost 12, a third of it muscle.
You ready to head back?
So we have reached the conclusion of day 4 and had an unsuccessful moose hunt. So that means Jeff and I will be experimenting with the many ways to use salmon over the next few weeks.
When we didn't get a moose, it kind of dawned on me how difficult this was going to be. I started to get a little pit in my stomach, palms sweating a little bit. The reality of it all really sunk in. Alaska is unforgiving, such an incredibly harsh environment. It doesn't matter how bad it is, we've got to do what we've got to do to survive.
Next time on the Alaska Experiment, winter charges in.
Feels like winter all of a sudden.
With punishing storms and Arctic cold.
-14.
Isolation starts to exact a mental toll.
I suffer nightmares daily.
While overconfidence sends one group down a road toward catastrophe.
There's no visibility.
I shall front.
Oh my God.
The time to prepare has passed. It's all about survival now.
Hard. This is ridiculous.
When the Alaska Experiment returns.
Maybe we shouldn't have done this.
Great!